initial money.
Right, Mr. Devstali, thanks much for taking the time out and speaking with us today. Dabur's numbers out and need to focus in on that one, especially after what we saw from Colgate yesterday. 320 crore rupees as opposed to a comparable of 283 crore rupees. That's just the PAT. You've got the top line, which has grown this time around, 2,122 crore rupees versus a comparable of 2,074. In minutes from now, we will get Mubina as well and talk a little bit more about these numbers. But I just want to bring up what the ET Now poll was penciling in. We were seeing the PAT to come in at 320 crore rupees. It's come in bang in line with the ET Now estimates, an uptick of 13.25%, absolutely in line with what we were expecting. We're expecting margins to come in at 18%. That's a 1% jump on a consolidated basis, on a year-on-year basis. The net sales, we were expecting about 2,200 crore rupees. We can definitely deal with 2,122. So in-line set of numbers, at least going by the headline numbers that have just trickled in. So in-line when it comes to the PAT, in line when it comes to the top line as well. Just awaiting what the margin figure is like, and more importantly, what the volume growth picture is like. After what we heard from Colgate yesterday, GCPL earlier this morning, although GCPL did pretty okay, but 3 to 4% is what we were penciling in by way of a volume growth for Dabur. So just awaiting those numbers, and those are going to be extremely key to look out for, and that's what's going to aid the margins as well, which we are penciling in at about 18% for Dabur. Still don't have that performance for us, but top and bottom line have been bang in line with the ET Now estimates, and you're seeing a big relief kick in for Dabur as well, which is now clocking gains of about 2.25%. I'm just awaiting what the numbers are like in terms of margins, because the international growth is expected to be healthy for Dabur this time around, and that has also aided the top line performance, as was the case with GCPL as well earlier in the day today, which is why you're seeing an uptick of about 2.5% for their top line. Lower input costs, remember commodity prices have crashed, so that is going to partially offset the higher ad spends that Dabur undertook this time around. That and competition from Patanjali, rural slowdown, Chennai floods, Nepal border closure, that's going to hit demand, so it's going to be extremely critical to hear out from the management commentary as to what do they see on these particular parameters. For now, 17.8 on the margin, so that as well is absolutely in line with what the street was expecting. With this ET Now poll was expecting the margins to come in at 18%, and it's an inline set on all parameters, be it the PAT, the sales, or for that matter, the margin. I'm just waiting for the volume growth picture as well. Seems like it's going to be in line. There is going to be nothing, out of the ordinary. 2% higher on the stock. About a 3 to 4% growth is what we're expecting in terms of the margin. Seems like they're going to deliver on expected lines.
Yeah, just while we wait by for that number, just run you through some of the other segmental growth in terms of what they've clocked in. The consumer care business is at close to 1,888 crore rupees. That's been a good bump up from what it was last year. The foods business has cooled off a little bit. Retail business at about 31 crores versus 25 crore rupees just last year. And the other segments has been about 34 crores versus 37.29 crore rupees on a YOY basis. But in the meantime, let's get in our technical experts, and Mitesh Thakkar is with us on the show right now. Mitesh, walk us through your strategies and call on the index.
See, I think the index, as I said, I think, we are still in that range of 74.80 to about 74.10. Though we are positively biased, I think a breakout only will help you see the Nifty extend the bounce back by about 80 to 100 points. For the time being, the stock recommendations that I have are a buy on Mindtree with a stop at 1494 for targets of 1545. I think that's a stop which is more slightly, so try to buy it around 1510. And a buy on NHPC with a stop at about 20 rupees. This is one stock which has come on trading radar after a long time. Good price and volume action today. Buy with a stop at 20 for targets of 22.
Okay, there you have it. That's the call coming in. Mitesh, what about Dabur? Let's get in a call on the charts as well as another big result reaction, Syndicate Bank.
See, Dabur to me, I think, it appears that it's just trying to bounce back after an oversold reading. I think it might go to about 248, and if it captures that to about 255, so there could be some kind of short-term trading upside happening in Dabur. Syndicate Bank, on the other hand, while it's kind of been sideways, I think we're still non-directional over here. The volumes have picked up, but no sense of indicator taking any kind of directional bias over here. So it's doing a range of about 75 to about 69, and I don't think that range will be violated in the next few days.